Before we can manage risk, we need to be able to identify what those risks are. So in this module, we're going to develop our skills in identifying potential risks that may impact project objectives. So you'll learn some practical techniques for identifying risks and understand the importance of engaging with diverse stakeholders in the process. This leads to a more robust risk assessment. How can we know the future? The short answer is we can't. But we can try to anticipate. And there are various ways we can approach this. We can hold brainstorming sessions to uncover various risks. We can use checklists specific to development and humanitarian projects. And we can look at the past. We can look at historical data for lessons learned. Brainstorming is a collaborative technique where project team members gather together to generate a comprehensive list of possible potential risks. This open and creative environment encourages participants to share various perspectives and insights. You can do these sessions within the project team and also with other various stakeholders, anyone who can bring insight to our efforts. Checklists are predefined lists of common risks based on development knowledge and historical data. So these checklists can be used as guidelines during risk identification. For example, a relief project checklist could include risks such as supply chain distributions, adverse weather conditions, and security threats in conflict zones. We can also analyze historical data for lessons learned. Looking at past projects or similar initiatives can give us valuable insights into risks that were encountered in the past and how they were addressed. For example, analyzing data from previous humanitarian projects may reveal recurring risks like disease outbreaks. This will enable teams to proactively plan should this happen again. It's important also to encourage input from team members, from local communities, and other stakeholders. When we involve a diverse range of stakeholders in risk identification, we are more likely to have a holistic understanding of the potential challenges. For example, in a relief project, team members, local community leaders, and representatives from partnering organizations can provide unique insights into risks associated with cultural nuances or community dynamics. Let's look a little bit more deeply into the importance of diverse perspectives in identifying comprehensive risks. Diverse perspectives, getting different points of view, contribute to a more thorough identification of risk. This ensures that potential challenges are not overlooked. For example, suppose there's a humanitarian organization planning a relief effort after a hurricane in a coastal region. Involving a diverse group of stakeholders could include local community members, aid workers, government officials, healthcare professionals, and cultural experts. Including these diverse perspectives can reveal various types of risk, for example, cultural and social risks, logistical risks, health risks, psychosocial risk, and policy risk. Looking at cultural and social, for example, community members can provide insights into cultural practices, beliefs, and social dynamics that can affect the delivery of aid. For example, they could highlight specific dietary restrictions, gender considerations, or the importance of maintaining community cohesion during the relief process. Aid workers and government officials may bring attention to logistical challenges such as damaged infrastructure, impassable roads, or restrictions on the movement of relief supplies. This can help in planning efficient delivery routes and addressing potential bottlenecks. Healthcare professionals can contribute by identifying health risks. These can include the potential for disease outbreaks, lack of access to clean water, or the spread of waterborne illnesses. This information is crucial for designing public health interventions. Mental health professionals or social workers may highlight psychosocial risks, such as trauma and stress experienced by survivors. This can influence the design of support programs to address the emotional well-being of the affected population. And government officials can provide information on existing policies and regulations that may impact the relief efforts. Understanding the legal landscape is essential to navigate any bureaucratic hurdles and ensure compliance with local laws. By incorporating these diverse perspectives, the humanitarian organization can develop a more comprehensive understanding of the risks involved in the relief effort. This approach increases the likelihood of responsive and culturally sensitive intervention that meets the specific needs of the affected community. First, let's look at a community-led water project. By involving local communities in risk identification, a water project in a rural area identified potential water source contamination risks due to agricultural runoff, leading to the development of preventative measures. In a relief project, partnering with local non-government organizations allowed for identification of risks associated with navigating complex local regulations, contributing to more effective risk mitigation strategies. As a practical exercise, if you are currently involved in a project or if you are planning one right now, apply these following tools to your situation. If you're not involved in a project at the moment, use a fictional relief project or humanitarian project. Do a risk brainstorming exercise. That means you could do that in person with your team. You can have an in-person brainstorming session to identify potential risk for your project, or you could do this as an online meeting. Emphasize creativity and diversity of perspectives. And develop a checklist tailored to a specific context. For example, health, education. What potential risks would you put on that list to investigate further?